Hi there. Here it is, day 41. I'm still fighting my flu here. Today I'm going to talk about some of the sort of the, I would say, the mechanical, almost brain dead things that we can do in language learning to fill in the time, to make sure we put in the time to keep us going, and how that helps us notice. Sounds a bit confusing. Let me explain what I mean. Today was another more or less slow day here. We had good friends coming over for dinner, so I had to go out and go shopping. My wife was busy preparing stuff. I was having to clean up the house, dust and clean, and one thing and another. The guests went home, and then I must have spent 45 minutes cleaning up because my wife, she's the one who spent the day cooking and stuff. And my job is to clean up. And when you have guests, there's a lot more cleaning up between pots and pans and dishes and dessert plates and one thing and another. So cleaning up 45 minutes, normally in the old days, that would have annoyed me that it was a waste of 45 minutes. Fact of the matter is, I'm listening to Kim Yong Ha. I don't understand most of it. I couldn't listen to that as a full time occupation. But with that in the background as I'm doing the dishes, it doesn't bother me. I understand 20-30% of it, maybe, because a lot of it is, but more than that, I'm picking up the rhythm of the language. I remember that when I went to have that meeting with the Jungang Ilbo newspaper, and I had a very successful conversation with the editor where I spoke in Korean and was able to get my meaning across, and I did better then than if I had those occasions where I kind of studied the structures and tried to go in there and get everything right. So I think there's something about picking up the rhythm of the language, identifying certain patterns as you're listening, missing some of the key words, not understanding, but then you're busy doing the dishes. So that kind of works. It's kind of brain dead. You're doing it, you're putting in your time with the language. It's not ideal. Ideal, I would actually go and work the text, read it, save words and phrases, go back to listening, and I might pick up a bit more. But even without that, I think it's helping me get the rhythm of the language. Also, for me, brain dead is linking. Linking means going to the link site, getting something from the library or importing something, and going through and picking out all the words that I don't know, looking them up, selecting an appropriate meaning for them, and saving it to my database. I do that, so I'll go through a text, and if there's maybe there's 75 words there that are new to me out of 400 words, I'll go down, I'll go through, and I'll convert those now into words that I'm supposed to be learning. Then when I read on the iPad, I can read it because I can point at all the words. But the actual process of linking is kind of mechanical brain dead. It's something like it's like if you go to the gym, if you have a routine, you're gonna go lift weights here and lift weights there. You have an established routine. You don't have to think about anything. Just go and do it. And that's kind of I think it's useful in language learning to have some of these brain dead activities. You just go and do them. You know the routine. You go there and link. You finished? Okay. Move all the remaining blue words to known. Done. Go and get a new one. So then I can go through and do 3 or 4 or 5 of this. As I'm selecting these words, I get a bit of a sense of the meaning. You know what's in that um, article. Later on, if I read it or listen to it, then I'll have an even better sense. So those are the two kinds of, I would say, mechanical brain dead. You just fall into a routine. I do them. I can link. I don't have to think when I'm linking. I can listen to stuff that I kind of don't really understand. I can do that without thinking. But both these activities are helping me to notice. So some of the words that I heard, listening for 45 minutes to Kim Yong Ha, I noticed certain things, and I'll come across it again in some other places in reading or whatever. I'll notice, or I'm saving words and I'm noticing the connections between different words, or in the case of Korean, I'm perhaps looking up the character, and so all of this activity is helping me to notice, but it doesn't require a lot of concentration on my part. When I read the text, let's say on my iPad, or to some extent, if I'm looking at some rules of grammar, I have to concentrate, I have to think, and sometimes you have that, but it's good to have some of these mechanical things that you can just do so that you're still getting in the time with the language. And basically, that's what I did today, because I'm still a bit tired, plus with my flu, plus I had these other things to do. So I still got in, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm falling below my limit. Tomorrow, though, I should be able to get some more done if I feel up to it. And yeah, some people suggested that with my flu I should take a day off or so, but I have said this is a 90-day challenge, so I'm going to stay with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. What else can I say? Yeah, I'm still following the Ukrainian situation, so I did listen to some more Russian today. And it's been snowing all day in Vancouver for the second or third day in a row, which is kind of unusual. So there you have it. And now I'm going to go to bed.